From the wisdom of the wise to the foolishness of the fool is foolishness, where from the foolishness of the fool to the wisdom of the wise is wisdom. Lagos never really sleeps. It only opens one eye and watches you. The night the road took full effect, the rain hung over Marina like a Roma that refused to die. Yellow streetlights bled into potholes. Hawkers folded their tables early. Something had changed, and even the city could feel it in its bones. No sirens. No police outriders. No uniforms clinging to tinted convoys like expensive perfume. They said police officers were no longer allowed to guide VIPs. Some people laughed. Some panicked. Some calculated quietly. Chief Colonel Adeniran did not laugh. Adeniran was built like a man who had eaten well on other people's patience. He wore an agbada that smelled of imported starch and local arrogance, his cap tilted with the confidence of a man who once moved with flashing lights and borrowed authority. Before now, the road belonged to him. Traffic scattered when his convoy coughed. That night, his Lexus merged into traffic like every other car. He felt naked. Adeniran had made enemies the old-fashioned way, slow betrayals, fast deals, promises that expired before dawn. In the past, criminals never touched him. Why should they? He moved with a government escort, predictable and loud. But the old order had taught criminals something dangerous. If a goat moves with a bell, the knife waits patiently. Now the bell was gone. Across the lagoon, in a dim police post in Ajigona, Inspector Musa Dantota adjusted his rain-soaked uniform. Years of escort duty had turned him into a ceremonial statue, opening doors for men who never remembered his name. Now he was back on patrol, back where instinct mattered. You see, Musa said to his junior officer, voice low, when a hunter guards the king's wine, the village goats eat the farm. Crime reports had already begun to tell a story. Fewer roadblocks. Fewer traffic standstills. Fewer planned ambushes. Kidnappers complained in whispers. Armed robbers misfired, chasing rumors instead of sirens. Then came the night of suspicion. In Ikeja, shadows followed shadows. A group of men waited near Oba Akron Avenue, eyes sharp, fingers restless. They had old intelligence, routes memorized, times rehearsed. But the convoy never came. Instead, ordinary cars passed. Too many. Too quiet. Confusion crept in, thick and dangerous. One whispered, "Which one be am?" Another replied, "It don't change." That hesitation saved lives. Adeniran arrived home untouched. Not because he was powerful, but because nobody knew he was special. When everyone looks important, the truly important pass unnoticed. Back on the streets, police officers stood where chaos bred easily, junctions, slums, midnight bus stops. Crime thinned. Trust, fragile but real, started to grow. The uniform stopped looking like a servant's cloth and began to resemble duty again. And the people noticed. Taxi drivers breathed easier. Pedestrians crossed roads without rage. The distance between power and the public shrank, not because leaders became kind, but because they became human. Old politicians grumbled. Security contractors smiled quietly. Wisdom walked in through the back door, unannounced. Because Nigeria had learned another truth, a king protected by noise forgets how to listen, a king protected by silence learns quickly. By dawn, Lagos hummed as usual, but something deep had shifted. The foolishness people mocked yesterday had begun to reveal its sense. Not all lessons come wrapped in comfort. Some arrive dressed like mistakes and leave wearing truth.